the abuse of power by the security.
You don't have any abuse of power.
Well, I have like the report that says that in your country, many cases have been violated by the police forces and psychological abuse and a lot of different bad things that happen to a lot of people
Like what?
in prisons. People were threatened to be raped in prisons, and
I don't believe this happened in our country. Our country is very safe. Our country is very peaceful. Our forces are very well trained, actually, to deal with any criminal who is in prison.
okay, what do you have to say for the BICI report that said that the problem is the country itself because the government was responsible for all these events that happened and gross human rights violations?
Our government had been there for years and years, and nothing happened against any citizen. Nothing, no violence had. We have seen no violence against any citizen, even in our prisons. And even if there are very few, one or two occasions where violence, where prisoners had been, as they say in your report, quoting you, had been threatened. So they started with violence, and our forces had to react. So I believe that this is a democratic country. This is like what happens in any other democratic country who is trying to defend its people, who is trying to lead its people to the best way of life, the best the freedom, the liberty, the democracy. This is what we are aiming for. This is what we are doing for our people for years and years, for decades. And look at the Bahraini people. They are very wealthy. They are very educated. One of the best people in the Arab region. So how can we say that the violence is there is violence against our people? There is nothing wrong in this country. And we are actually one of the best stable countries in the region.
Stop.
Okay, the question that I have like a question that don't you think that the security overreacted a little bit? I mean, don't you think that?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't
we
think
have people who said that your security forces were like abusing power, and the actions.
People who hate Bahrain. Why are they saying so?
We're not talking about people who hate Bahrain.
Without any reason for this. Why are they saying that? No, I'm sorry. You hate Bahrain, or your people hate Bahrain?
Okay, no, I'm not talking about my people. I'm talking about your people.
Very big diplomatic problem.
Don't you think? The question is simple. Don't you think that your security forces were overreacting in like treating with these people? And let me finish.
Yeah.
And well, okay.
I'm going to tell you. Yeah.
She will tell you.
I think what you are saying is wrong, because we are really a peaceful country, and we love our people. So there is nothing called violence in our prisons.
Okay.
There is nothing called violence.
Okay, when it comes to human rights, I guess every single action that can be kind of brutal, over brutal against people, no matter what they did, because the public is kind of, they don't have any weapons to defend themselves, and they don't have any weapons, and there's no justification whatsoever to the action that were taken there.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there, because you've gone so far away from the facts. You have all the facts here, you have all the details here, and you're not using them. And you're saying things like, don't you think your forces overreacted? To which her answer is going to be, no. End of story. You don't ask her that, you tell her. The commission found that arbitrary arrests in many cases, pre-dawn raids, showed the existence of an operational plan to terrorize protesters and opposition members. Read it out to her. Push it under her nose. These are the facts that were established by the commission, independent commission into human rights abuses. You ordered that commission, you accepted their report. So you have to accept the findings. So why did you do these things? Why are you still in office? facts. Facts that the UN Committee Against Torture criticized Bahrain for repeated cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment and punishment. And she says, no, our people are peaceful. You know, we have seen no violence against our citizens. Here is the evidence of the violence. You love your people so much that you torture them regularly in your jails. Well done. Nice. Nice. This is the kind of love that you show to your people. Here's the evidence of it. Bring her back to the facts. She's off on her speeches. Minister, come back to the facts. Here they are. Read them out one by one. They're all here. You know, repression followed your promises to reform. You promised to reform, all we saw was fresh repression. What's the source? Amnesty International. Keep it very clear. Keep it to the facts. Again and again and again. Push them in front of her. Force her to acknowledge that these are the facts. Stop her making speeches. Don't let her don't sit there and just let her go away. Take it. Okay? All right.